Lottery lies and betrayal. My husband started coming home with gifts, handbags, spa vouchers, even a ridiculous diamond bracelet I would never wear. He'd always been stingy, so I knew something was up, but every time I asked, he'd just kiss my forehead and say, "You deserve it." I found receipts in his jacket pocket for a fancy hotel I'd never seen and a dinner for two at a restaurant we couldn't afford. When I pushed, he said it was for a client meeting, but he didn't even bother hiding the sweat on his upper lip. I didn't have to snoop to know he was lying, he was practically broadcasting it. The real punch in the gut came when his sister called, asking if we could help pay for their mom's medical bills, and he just shrugged, saying we didn't have the money. I snapped. I told him to stop treating me like an idiot and tell me what was going on. He finally admitted he'd won the lottery, and for a split second, I thought maybe things were about to get better. But then he said, "It's gone. All of it." He'd gambled away every last dollar, chasing the high of the win. But the worst part wasn't even the money, it was why. In the middle of screaming at each other, he blurted out that he'd seen his ex at the casino, and he wanted to impress her, to show her he was finally the man she always wanted. He thought if he won big, he could win her back. So my husband was buying me gifts with the leftovers of a fortune he'd blown trying to get another woman's attention. I was so numb I couldn't even cry. I thought about the years I'd spent ignoring all the signs, telling myself he loved me, that we were a team. But maybe I'd always known I was just the consolation prize. I packed my bags before sunrise, leaving the bracelet on the kitchen table. The real twist? I didn't feel angry or heartbroken. I felt relieved, like I'd finally woken up from a bad dream I'd convinced myself was real.